What up, G Life fam? Your boy MC Shadow. You already know. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. Now, originally, I was just gonna talk about like just this one topic right here in this video, but now you know I'm gonna be talking about several topics in this one. You know what I mean? Now, originally, what I wanted to talk about was what happened yesterday. You know what I mean? With the whole them charging into Capitol Hill and pretty much holding them hostage and everything like that. You know what I mean? Now, make sure you guys watch the whole video before you guys want to be talking your shit in the comments, like I know that it always happens. Make sure you watch everything, because then it's like, I know at one point you stop watching the video just by your arguments, like they make no sense, like that's why you have to watch the whole entire video. And I'm gonna have to really break this one down, because I know like for some people I really gotta explain shit, because if not, they just completely go fucking off the chart. All right, now you know how when they charge Capitol Hill, right, and they pretty much just let them through. You know what I mean? Like they pretty much they didn't even put up a fight. But if it would have been an African American or us raza, we would have got shot up. And these fools, they just let them in like nothing. You know what I mean? It was like nothing. Now, first of all, everyone is to blame for the reason white people get special privilege like that, and why we get treated the way we treated. Now, let me explain before you start like, oh man, this fool tripping, dog. All right. Now, normally when you talk about a white person, people get it confused, right? They consider white the same as rich. Rich and white are two different things, because rich white people act differently than everyday white people. You know what I mean? Like this, oh my God, Brittany, or call the cops, somebody. These Karen, shit that people think about white people. That's not white people. That's rich people. There's a difference, because a rich black person and a rich Mexican person acts the very exact same way as these white people, these rich white people. So it's not white. That's rich. So when you see these videos, don't see them like, oh, here's another Karen. That's not a Karen. That's a rich person. That's how rich people act. Spoiled rich people. You know what I mean? Because people like to say that white people, they weenies. They go crying to the cops. They don't back their shit up. They're not about nothing. They're not gonna do nothing. See, that's the argument that, and what people say about white people, like, they ain't about nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. Ooh. So people listen to it. Here comes a bunch of white people with their flags. Nah, they ain't gonna do nothing, dog. We don't gotta prepare for these fools. They ain't about shit. Compared to when it's a Mexican or a black person, when you interviewing them or whatever, like, oh, what if they would have done that to you? Oh man, I will knock his teeth out, homie. Shit, I'll fucking get down. Even with a broken arm, homie, I'll still handle mine. So then when they see like a bunch of black people, Mexican come in, they're like, hey homie, hey, get the guns, homie, strap your shit up, dog, cause these motherfuckers are crazy, dog. They said that they'll fight to like the last drop of blood, to like even with broken bones. Like, these fools are crazy. So that's why they fucking prepare for us differently. See, the problem is that everybody listens to what the TV says, what the radio says, what people say. You should never believe what people say. You gotta see for yourself. Cause to think that white people are bitches and everything like that, you fools are stupid, dog. You know what I mean? White people are just as down. Like, the homies that are white from my neighborhood are some of the most craziest. Incarceration. If white people ain't about shit, let all them white fools out that are in there for murder. And trust me, there's some writers. There are writers in there. So to think that white people ain't about shit, like, then let them all out. What are they in there for all those violent crimes for? If they ain't about shit. To think that somebody's not about shit just because they're Asian or white is the stupidest thing that you could think of, homie. Never underestimate anybody in this world, dog. You never know. Don't go based on what other people say, because they're full of shit. Especially like those white people out there, homie. They out there always hunting and fucking lumberjacking, and if anybody tries to fuck with theirs, I mean, they gonna like, put up a fight. They're not gonna be like no Hampton ass fools or no fucking Beverly Hills ass fools. Those are the rich. That's not white. That's different. That's rich. That's green. If anything, we're gonna label that color green. That's green. They ain't green. These guys are white. Now, that's the reason why they prepare for us differently than they do for them. You know what I mean? Because everybody goes based on what people say, which is their first mistake. But now, getting to the real topic. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys still stick around, you know. Because people just don't hear that. Like, you know what? I'm done. This fool's... Fuck this fool, dog. He's backing them up. Like, ain't nobody backing up nobody, dog. Because what they're doing is a fucking disgrace, homie. You know what? But I'm going to tell you why it's a disgrace. Dog, they lost the election. They lost. You know what I mean? And to not accept the loss is fucking stupid. And I'm pretty sure most of these people are parents. And if you're watching and if you're one of them, I know you parents. I know when your kid loses or you know, your children are playing a game like, oh, you have to learn how to lose. Like, you lost fair and square. I know you be teaching your kids that shit and all that. So how the fuck is this differently? And don't say because they cheated, because that's what a kid says. No, it's because he cheated. He didn't cheat, brat. I was watching. But you know what I mean? Like, you lost fair and square. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The problem is that people get lost in the illusion. They thought because they seen all those rallies and because they were watching the TV and look, a lot of people were supporting Trump. So how is it possible that he lost? What you see, don't let those numbers confuse you. Like I said, the smallest city in the world holds up to 23,000 people. Smallest city. You know what I mean? So let's say if the rally had like fucking 60,000 fans. That's only two and a half cities, homie. A small percentage of the United States of America, homie. You know what I mean? Not everybody was down with you. You got lost in the numbers. You got lost in the illusion. Because you seen all them heads. You thought that, oh, look, a lot of people. Nah, it was only a small percentage. You know what I mean? Not only that, was there some white people that voted for Trump? Yeah, and supported Trump and hate Biden? Yeah. But this time they probably voted for Biden. The reason for that is because, you know what? I hate Biden. I hate these Mexicans. I wish they'd go over there and I like Trump. But at the same time, I got to feed my family. And this fool losing me money. So, you know, if it's going to come between my money and my family or you know, this, it's going to be my family and my money. So that's why they voted against him. You know what I mean? Not because they all of a sudden they like Biden or the Democrats' ideas and all this and that. It's just like, you know what? This motherfucker's costing me money. So, you know, they voted for Biden, homie. You know what I mean? And I'm not no Democrat or nothing because I hate all the political parties. You know, we could sit here and argue and I could point flaws in all of them. So the Democrats ain't right, Biden ain't right, Pelosi ain't right, Bernie Sanders ain't right. None of them fools are right. You know what I mean? You know, both sides are wrong. Perfection doesn't exist. To think that you don't make mistakes or you ain't wrong in something is ridiculous. I swear to God, it's rare that you meet somebody in general that says, you know what, we were wrong or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know they full of it. Like, well, you think you don't commit errors? Like, and if you out there and if you think that you never made a mistake, or if to this day you don't make any mistakes, my boy, go seek counseling, homie. Serio pedo. You know what I mean? I could only be real. I only speak the truth, homie. I only, you know, come and tell it how it is, you know. So, you know, them fools are wrong, you know, for charging in there and just because, you know, hey, he lost fair and square. It's time to go. See, the thing is that Trump, he's a narcissist. He doesn't care about white people. Don't care about America. He don't care about nothing. He only cares about himself. Everything that happened yesterday, he didn't give a fuck, dog. You know what I mean? He didn't even pay attention to it. Because to him, it's not important. It's not about him. So it's like, And as they out there, like, really mentioning his name or something that could benefit him, like, you know, like, they're actually going to make a difference, you know, like, he'll stick to him. But other than that, man, that fool's just chilling. You know what I mean? That's just how he is. It's all about him. If it ain't about him, like, he ain't paying attention. He's going to tune it out. That's what a narcissist does, you know? But yeah, that fool, you know, so everybody that was right there and everything, like that shit was stupid, you know, like you lost fair and square, homie. Just let it go, dog. Let it go, you know, like look how you guys are acting. And then it's funny because like when everybody was rallying, you know, before like with George Floyd and everything, like these fools were like, oh, look at how they be acting, look at it. And now like they be doing the same shit, like no mames. But the mistake that everybody makes though is saying it that look how white people behave, look how white. That's not white. Those are Trump supporters, not white. Has nothing to do with white. You know, they're Trump supporters. So when people talk, they gotta say, look at all them Trump supporters. Look at all them Trump supporters. Not look at all them white people. Not about white people. You know, the fact that everybody makes it color, homie, is the reason why there's so many problems in this fucking world, dog. You know? Like, oh, look at how... It's no different than what Donald Trump did. Look at all these Mexicans. No, those guys are not Mexicans that are doing that. They're gang members. It's different. Say they're gang members. Don't say they're Mexicans. Say them damn gang members. They're fucking shit up. Nah, you know what I mean? And it's like I said, you can't go... Like I said, man, you can't go based on what people be talking and everything like that. Like, get to know some shit for yourself before you want to judge somebody. Like, somebody could tell me something about somebody. Like, man, hey... I'll go and I'll look for it. I'll look up the shit myself, homie. And then I'll go based on what I got out of that. You know what I mean? Because you could tell, chip out on this. And I know this because some people be leaving it in the comments. I could make a video about something. One person would be like, oh, I know what you meant. It's about this. And then another person would be like, oh, your video was about that. And it's like, how the fuck did you guys get two different answers out of the same video? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, that people are going to see shit differently based on the way they think and everything like that. So when you read something, it's like you go based on like your opinion or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But it's so easy to like just like you tell somebody something because, you know, people are lazy now and they just go, oh, fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna just go with that, you know. Like I could look it up for myself, but I don't want to go and do all of that, homie. So I'm just gonna go based on what this fool said right here. Yeah, he said that they all know good, so they all know good. Like, no mames. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so that's my opinion on all that shit. You know, why they see it like that and everything like that. You know what I mean? You know, I did want to talk about this other topic, but I'm going to save that for another day, mejor. You know what I mean? Because... You know, that way I just gather my thoughts right now because, you know, I think it's pretty stupid the way that people were acting and everything like that. But it's even more stupider the way that the reasons why people were giving that they were offended, why they were doing it. Like, oh, look at these fucking white people. Or why is it that these fools get treated better? Like, well, dog, I mean, we don't make it any easier on us every time, you know, they ask us for our opinion. We over here like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I would have knocked him out. You know, we always come out violent and aggressively. That's why it's like, when they see us gather in a large group, I mean, you can't be surprised that these fools are geared up when we be, you know, like, saying that, nah, homie, I like to see them try, fool, they'll go. You know what I mean? Compared to white people, you know, everybody has this idea of them, like, you know, that these fools wouldn't even hurt a butterfly or that you could break their bones with a flower, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking stupid, you know. But that's what it is, you know. Psychologically wise, that's just how it is. I'm telling you, psychology. Read about it. Read up on it. I mean, it's a quick one. Shadow, we out.